So guys, 100 days ago today, I decided to launch an ultra competitive product, and well, these are the results. Hey guys, how's it going? Yaniv here, and welcome to the channel. If you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I'm giving out real deal, real valuable, actionable information, unlike a lot of people on YouTube who are just going to charge you for that information. So I'm here for the people who can't afford a course or are not able to fully invest in one right now. I want to help you guys out, and that's why I'm making these videos. So if you guys aren't aware, I give away one-on-one mentorship calls every single video for people who like the video, subscribe to this channel, and comment down below. Last video's giveaway winner is right here. So message me on Facebook and we'll set up a time. To win today's one-on-one mentorship call, I want you guys to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below done when you've done that with a goal that you're trying to achieve. I think that putting your goals out there is a great way to actually start to realize them in real life. I'm sure you guys are noticing I've been reading some of The Secret. It's like right there, and I'm a big fan. So let's hear your goals down below, and I will be announcing the one-on-one mentorship winner from this video in the next one. So remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video, because you might be the winner. So let's get right into the video, guys. This one's a little bit different than what I usually do, but it's gonna be a pretty good one. Let's start off from the beginning right there. Let's just backtrack a little bit and start off from where I was. So I was building a brand, I was building a niche around a product that was one of my more successful products in my portfolio. I know about this other product that fits super well with my brand, but I've been neglecting it for a few months now because the product was highly competitive. Not that it was competitive so much with the reviews, but it had a lot of saturation, a lot of people selling very similar products, pretty much the same thing over and over again. And for that reason, obviously, I didn't want to compete with that product. But I said, screw it, let's try it anyways, let's see what happens, because I know that worst comes to worst, using my formula, using my step-by-step, process, I really won't be losing money. What's gonna happen is I'll kind of get my, money back at absolute worst. I'll get my money back in a couple months. And at best, it'll be a product that I'll be able to now sell and, bring me money every single month. And even if it wasn't gonna be my most profitable product, it would be nice to share on the channel, and it would be nice to show you guys and explain to you guys, the story, which is what we're doing here now. So logically, the first step after that, after I found this product, after I realized that it was profitable, was to contact the suppliers. I thought that I'm gonna find a good supplier, and it wasn't too hard to do that because obviously, like I said, a lot of people are selling this product, which means a lot of people are manufacturing this product. It took a little while to figure everything out with the supplier, but after I did, I got the product air shipped to the Amazon warehouses. If you guys don't know, a lot of my products are air shipped. This one is no different. So it was obviously light, it was small enough, and it was still profitable to ship it by air. Once it got into Amazon, the first thing you gotta do, obviously, start to get those reviews. I wanna get those reviews as fast as I could because obviously reviews are the most important part before you launch. So what I did was, I know it's against terms of service, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So I got my friends and family, and I got the early reviewer program. I decided to try it out, and what ended up happening was something I did not expect. At first, I got, I think, like 3 5-star reviews. Everything was going great. My product actually started to sell on its own a little bit, so I got a little motivation, and actually I decided to launch my PPCs early because my product started to sell. So I thought, let's boost it a little bit, let's turn on some PPC, let's get this going, and it started doing really well. To my surprise, it was doing really, really well. And I thought, wow, this whole formula, this whole thing, it's pretty crazy how you can still make money, even competing in a competitive product. So I thought maybe it's something that I did, or maybe was it luck, or I didn't know what it was. And then out of nowhere, I got a 3-star review. And if you guys don't know, obviously, if you have 3 reviews that are 5-star, you get like a 3-star review, it will drop your rating drastically. So I think it dropped me down to like a 4-star overall, and that's when everything started to collapse. Everything kind of stopped. My sales stopped, my conversions stopped. If you guys don't know what conversion, basically when people came onto my listing, they weren't buying. So the only thing that changed was my overall rating. I didn't know what to do, right? Obviously, I've been in situations like this in the past. Basically, what I decided to do was, lower my price a little bit because I needed to continue making sales so I could continue ranking. And obviously, at this point, I haven't done any launch services or anything like that. So I was kind of worried about the 4-star review because having a 4-star, trying to rank a product with a 4-star is difficult. I know that from personal experience. So I started to lower my price to kind of keep the sales coming and continue, the ranking process. It was tough for a little while, but then I got my friends and family reviews to come in, and also the sales that I was making before, the jump send and the inserts that I had in the product were actually really working well for me. I have an amazing template for reviews and for my jump send sequence, so it works really well. I get very high conversions on that. So that started to work, and that really turned out to be one of my saving graces in this whole thing. So before I knew it, in a few weeks, what ended up happening is my product started to get more reviews, started to get better reviews. And what ended up happening, I started to balance out around a 4.5 star product rating, which obviously is not exactly the best, right? You want a 5 star, but 4.5 stars is not too bad. And I started gradually increasing my price back to the product that I wanted it to be at. But at that point, it was a little bit too late. There was even more people in the market than there were before. I was not at a 5 star, I was at 4.5 star. And even though I had my reviews coming in, there were still people that were selling much, much more than I was. I did a launch service after that, and I realized that it did help me out. I did a launch service with Rebate Key. I did one with another company, and I did an Amazon giveaway and some other stuff like I talk about on my channel. And it actually turned out pretty well. I did rank my product to the first page of a pretty big keyword, but because there's just so many people selling that product, and the top guys have probably like 300-500 reviews, and then there's also like 25-30 sellers selling almost the exact same thing, and I think there's even more than 30 sellers, probably like 40 sellers selling pretty much the same thing. It was hard to stand out from the crowd. It became a price war to the bottom where everyone was just kind of trying to lower their price to get the sales, which is always a very bad thing. I guess it's good for the customers, and Amazon loves that for the customers, but for us sellers, obviously it's not something you're looking for. So because of that whole price drop, that price floor thing, because I didn't differentiate my product, because I wanted to have a product that I wanted to see if I could still compete with a product that, with a non-differentiated product, I did make a small tweak to it, but not enough to actually make a difference. The good news is my product is now making me between $2,000 and $3,000 a month in profit. It's not what I wanted when I was going into it. It's not what the top guys are making maybe $60,000, $70,000 a month in profit. So obviously it's not a success. This is not a successful product launch. This was not a successful product for me. Now I know that a lot of you guys are probably like, Yaniv, are you like, $2,000-$3,000 a month? That's the kind of products I'm looking for. And I totally get that. That is amazing, right? And that's perfectly fine because everyone has their own goals, and that's totally understandable. For me though, when I'm launching products, that's not the type of products I'm looking for. I'm looking for to make $5,000 to $10,000 of profit every single month from this product. And unfortunately, this product just wasn't that for me. Along with that, there's always people coming into the market. So what my plan is with this product is let it sell out, let it make the money for me. Probably be making, probably like $5,000, $6,000 in profit from this product over the next couple months. And then I'm gonna let it stock out and just let the listing go. So looking back at it, it wasn't a failure. It wasn't a success for me, but I wouldn't say it was a failure. I just say that this was a good experiment. This was something that now makes me understand the Amazon algorithm more so I can help you guys better. There's a few things I want you guys to take from this video, okay? There's a few things that I think that if you're launching a product, if you're looking for a product, some things you need to know. The first thing, okay, there's 3 things. The first thing is obviously do not compete in a saturated market. Now, notice I didn't say competitive. Notice I didn't say, high reviewed market, because there's a difference between high reviews and a saturated market. Now, if you guys haven't watched the video, I'm gonna link it somewhere up here. You guys should watch it. It's how I competed with a product that had 1,200 reviews and how I made an absolute killing doing it. I think that's gonna be a very valuable video for some of you guys. Like I said, there's a difference between saturation in a product market and also a high reviewed market. Saturation is just when there's like 30, 40 sellers selling the exact same product with no differentiation, and a high reviewed market is obviously a high reviewed market. But in a high reviewed market, if there's not a lot of people selling, you can still come in there, differentiate a little bit, and make a total killing, which is what I did for my product, which was linked up here. Or up here, I don't know where it comes up. The number 2 thing you should take away from this video, differentiate products, right? In this product that I launched, I didn't differentiate. I made a small tweak that did help me a little bit. Obviously, when I looked at the reviews, it was better, but it wasn't enough for a customer to see or notice it right away, which was a reason why my product didn't do as well as I thought it would. I also didn't try to differentiate it too much because I wanted to see if it was possible to still launch a product in a highly saturated and competitive market without differentiation. But as you guys can see, you cannot make a lot of money on a product if the product is not right. And finally, the most important thing and the number 3 thing that I want you guys to take away from this video is the importance of launching a product with 5 stars. Now, in this video, I talked about how I launched the product when I didn't have 5 stars. Obviously, the reason I didn't get 5 stars was because of the early reviewer program. Somebody left me a 3-star review, and that really, really hurt my initial ratings. I wasn't able to launch the product with a 5-star, and I think that really, really hindered me in terms of ranking my product on the first pages of Amazon. When you launch with all 5-star reviews, it's much easier in the algorithm to actually get launched. For whatever reason, obviously Amazon believes that your product is a 5-star and that it's a good product, it's a high quality product. So it will give you an extra push, an extra ranking bonus because it wants you to show up further up because it wants customers to buy your product. In this case, I didn't get that. I was at a 4.5 star and I really, really saw the importance of having a 5-star product launch. I also get a lot of you guys who message me and who have problems launching your product. And 99% of the time, it's because you guys don't have 5 stars. So obviously you cannot guarantee that you're gonna have 5 stars when you launch a product, but if you're using friends and family, for the most part, it makes it easier.